the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. Kickoff fielded inside the 20. Gets it to the 29 before being brought down. Now the handoff. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Vaughn. The ball is picked off. He goes down, but snags the ball. He gives this defense a takeaway.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
On the ground, it's Wolf. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Second down after that previous play. Motion now from the tight end. And now the running back's got it again. And that's a solid gain for the defense, able to bring him down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Completion gains about 6 yards, but now it's a 4th down call.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. He made it. 3 points on the board. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the return starts from inside the 20. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And here comes the offense back out on the field now. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. They trap him for a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 17. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
And looking for a big play here. Got a man! Catch made! Big play! Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
One of the areas that separates good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offense is on 3rd down passing plays. And that was a perfect call and really well executed.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And they'll use the ground game here.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Now from the pistol formation. Play fake, looking to throw. Quick throw to the left side. What a catch! They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
They'll test the right side here. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
A crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find out here in the red zone. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. He's running out of time here. Finds an open target on the left side. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Well, they feature the fullback as a receiver there, Kirk, but the defense was not fooled. They're all over.
I like the idea of trying to change it up and get the ball to the fullback because he doesn't get his hands on it very often. But as you said, the defense all over them, not fooled at all, and the result is a loss of yardage.
Makes a quick catch. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Oh, they spot a holding call. That'll back him up 10 yards, and they'll try it again. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Looking to pass. It's Vaughn. Throws to the tight end. But they were backed up to start the drive. Did some bold play calling, great execution, and reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 23, brought it out and tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. Okay, so here comes the offense back on the field again. They'll run it here. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. He's brought down after a short gain that's not going to be first down yardage. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Incomplete. As good as he threw the ball, that's a big third down defensive play.
When a defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback, third down, critical down and distance, do a good job of dialing things up, and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
They bring the punter onto the field now. And A low line drive, ugly punt. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Backs lined up on either side of the quarterback. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Here's the second down play. Dropping back, it's Vaughn. Signs a good throw. You bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Caught over the middle. It's Jennings. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. They'll run it from the gun. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Quarterback drops back. He's got it right near the end zone. Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all 4 quarters, it could get really ugly by the 4th.
Fresh set of downs. First and goal.
Hey, it's first and goal right away. Go with the sure thing. Let that quarterback get behind his line, push his way in for the touchdown.
Extra point try coming now. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the offense, hoping to get a drive going. He finds some space. Lights up the defender. They bring him down, but a solid game there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
That's a really good run by this offense. And, Chris, here they go. Up-tempo offense looking for a first down.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
First down at 10. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They're going to run it here. First down, looking for more now. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Makes the catch downfield. He's in the clear. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
The extra point is good, and they draw within 4, 14-10. So after After putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Returner looking to make a play here. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
And the offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Now comes the offense set to take over here. Play action here on 1st down. Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Scanning the field, it's Vaughn. Makes the grab, it's Jennings. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
This defense reminds me of a group that just is all about preparation. They are completely dialed in on this play. Yeah, they give up the completion, but how about that? Nowhere to go after the catch.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Slides to avoid the big hit.
What a heads-up play here by this quarterback. Everybody's covered downfield. He keeps his poise. No big deal. Just calls his own number and gets the 1st down. And most importantly, he slides at the end of the play. Lots of time left in this one, so he's got to protect himself.
1st down here for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the 1st down.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Big throw caught on the left side. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gain there.
That's another huge game for this guy, and I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They've moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. And boy, is he taking advantage of that here in the 1st half of the national title.
As the 1st down is still going. They finally stop him. Big play. Moves the ball to the 22.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots on the play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Scanning the field, it's Vaughn. It's intercepted, trying to fire it into a tight window. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Boy, it looked like the quarterback was caught in between. Should I hand it off? Should I pull it and make the throw? Ends up getting some positive yards, but I think they missed a chance for a bigger gain.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. The shotgun running play call. He's past the marker and still going. Solid gain. He moves the ball out to the 32. All right, let's get back to the action. Getting closer to finding out who will be celebrating here tonight. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Here comes a handoff. They picked up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. Try and muscle for the first down. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
The offense will go for it here on 4th down and 3. And he drops back in the gun. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Boy, the defense had everybody accounted for except the running back. You could really feel the quarterback having to work through his progressions. He came off his primary, finally finds the running back, and they pick up the first down.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. He'll hand it off. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
And here's the handoff. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Looks right for a quick completion. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Looking to throw here. Quick throw over the middle. Diving. What a play by that receiver. The offense threatening now. 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kirk.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Offense comes out to start this drive. Back to pass. It's Vaughn. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
When the defense took the field, they mean business. First play of the drive, getting after the quarterback for a huge sack and getting him behind the chains. Love to see it.
So behind the 6, 2nd and long from their 14. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. On the move now. And we're able to get him down.
Boy, it's 2nd down and forever. You know they're going to throw the ball. They want to throw the ball, but to the credit of the defense, there's just nothing open. How about this quarterback? Instead of throwing the ball away, he picks up some big yards. They got a real shot here now on 3rd down.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Quarterback will throw it off the run-pass option. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Stabbed out of the air with one hand. The defense scoops it up. Breaks free. Breaks into the clear. Crosses the 10. It's a scoop and score defense making a monster play there.
Well, his eyes must have gotten so big when he saw that ball pop out, chance to pounce on it, and instead of doing it the more conservative way and just falling on it, he decides to take it to the house for a touchdown, something he'll remember for the rest of his career.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team.
And the offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And the offense trots back onto the field here. Off the play fake on 1st down. Short throw complete to the tight end. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that 1st down.
Solid game, moves the ball to the 37.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football. Everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long. And here, how about the 1st half? This back is having a big day.
Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. Completion makes it 2nd and medium. From the shotgun, hand off inside. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up after that run. Looking to throw. It's Vaughn. The short completion to the tight end.
Man, where's the scouting report for this defense? You knew coming into this game this tight end was capable. That's his 5th catch in this 1st half.
This is the 6th play on the drive. On 1st down, it's play action. Quick completion to the tight end. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Takes the ball and heads to the left. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Not much room in that return. Tackled at the 16, but an important takeaway for this defense. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle.
It's an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
important second down play coming up. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. He escapes the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the second and third option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that first down.
1st and 10 play coming up. It's a quarterback keeper. Look out, room to run here. Picks up the first, looking for more. Now here he goes. At the 10.
And I love to watch the execution of this option play. Right now, the defense has no idea if this quarterback's going to pull it or if he's going to give it. Here he pulls it himself, finds yards, and comes up with a touchdown.
The BAT puts them up 17 now. We got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the offense makes its way onto the field, hoping for a successful drive. Dropping back, it's Vaughn. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And for the receiver. And it's good for a first down to the 36. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Pass is caught on a comeback route. See what the call is on 1st and 10.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He's looking to scramble. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain.
That's what I really love about this quarterback. Looks downfield, everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. Grab behind the line. It's Foster. And they convert on 3rd down. Move the ball to the 36.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
It's the running back in the flat.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Now this is the 8th play on this drive. Looking downfield, it's Vaughn. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. Tackle made quickly after the catch, but moves the ball to the 12, a red zone opportunity.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
First down, looking to throw the football. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Tackle at the 8 after the completion. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Looking to the end zone. Who says he needed explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. Man, that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Picks up some blocks. Still going. It's a foot race. They can't catch him. Touchdown. You talk about an unforgettable moment for that guy. A kick return for a touchdown in the championship game.
Chris, I didn't know if he had the speed to be able to take it all the way back to the end zone. Initially had some good blocks to spring him free, and then was just outrunning some angles that some of the kickoff coverage team had. Nice play.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. The returner is brought down. Gets a starter in the next drive.
And the offense will take over. 1st and 10.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Dropping back. It's Vaughn. Tight end makes the grab. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. First down and more. He's still running. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dreamed about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him. Well, I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
And they get him down on what will be the final play of this first half. Minna's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10.
Offense on the field to take over. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Keeping it on the ground here. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
shotgun formation here on third down. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. A great chance for their first interception here today. But it's going to bring up fourth down.
We've just kind of gotten into the habit of seeing this offense just convert on these third downs. It's a rare stop. That first half, they seem to score every possession. What decision do they make here on fourth down?
This one will be fair caught. Here comes the offense looking to start the drive. Looking downfield, it's Vaughn. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Offense getting set, second down play here. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. Third down, the offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Off play action, he's looking to throw. He lets it go on the move. Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'll be enough for a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. The shotgun handoff here. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Breaks free. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
I think that's really good recognition there by the quarterback and offensive coordinator, the defensive lineman, to go with the touch pass, and the execution is solid. They'll reset the downs after picking up the first.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. To throw, it's Vaughn. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
Second down now after the sack. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He lets it go. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Just all around great defense here. Everybody's covered downfield. Really, the quarterback doesn't have anywhere to go. He tries to force it in before the ball can get thrown downfield. How about the big man getting up, climbing a ladder, and knocking that ball away?
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Out of the gun now on third down. Pass rush closing in. He'll be taken down. Marker on the field. If it's on the offense, that'll be a sack. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. Out comes the field goal team to give it a shot. This is a long way out. The kicker has good range, but this one is from 58 yards out. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. After the miss, the margin is still 18, a 3-possession game. He missed the 58-yarder, so it sets the offense up at the 41. Breaks an open space. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Pulls it in outside the 10 and still running. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there. How about this on first and goal? That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Boy, when you're defending this offensive coordinator, you have to be ready for anything. This is not something I'd expect to see down in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down.
Down at the 13. And the offense will take over. First and 10.
Offense ready to start this drive. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Escapes the pocket. Breaking tackles and going. Breaks loose at the 40. He's in the clear. And he will head out of bounds after a huge pickup on the ground.
It's one thing to design a play for a quarterback to run the football, to pick up big yards like this, but Chris, this guy drops back to throw. Everybody's got their back turned. He pulls it down, and no one's there to pick him up.
Receiver grabs it.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Second down play coming up for this offense. To the air. It's Vaughn. Looks left and finds his target there. We stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone. First and 10 now for the offense.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Any offense loves to call a play on 1st and 5 after that offsides penalty. Play action here on first down. Moves out of the pocket. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. That's strong run defense. Not much of a gain on the play.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on his scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get it to the end zone. But the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
Coming up, second down and goal. And the quarterback dropping back. Looking to scramble. And he's sacked and be brought down right at the 5-yard line.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. And it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the second sack in this game.
Third and goal, looking to throw for it. That ball snagged for a completion. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Offense trots that under the field, hoping to start a drive here. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Boom, looking for the wide out. That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete.
It is really tough on a quarterback when he thinks he's got a completion and an open man downfield. The ball's just about to get to his receiver, and then out of nowhere, the defensive back steps in front of it and knocks away. Nice job.
Powering through a tackle. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that route.
And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
And a lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum that comes off for a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to over-reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
The junior decides to pick up the first down himself.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Gain makes it second and medium. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. It is intercepted. Breaks into the open. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Boy, just when it looked like they had complete control of the national championship, they turned the ball over. The only real mistake they could have made to give their opponent a chance to get back into the game, and they've done it.
Off the play fake on first down. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Back to throw. It's Vaughn. Caught near the sticks. It's Jennings. And the gain just good enough for a first down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. They'll hand it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Play fake, looking to throw. Makes a quick grab. You make the stop, but it'll be first down from the 13. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Launching one to the end zone.
Well, that's the second touchdown catch already in just the first half. You can guarantee the coach on the other side is trying to make every adjustment he can to slow this guy down.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Breaks into open space. No shot to bring him down. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. So one play moves the ball to the 38. Another first down. They're going to run it. Breaks into the clear. Here he goes. Finally brought down to the 20-yard line. A huge gain puts him in great scoring position.
Now that is a running back's dream. I don't think the guy got touched until he got taken to the ground. Just excellent blocking. There was nobody he had to make miss or use his stiff arm. Just a lot of open field.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. And then first down, right back to the running game. At the second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the mark. The offense really clicking here. 3 plays, and suddenly it's first and goal. Here's the handoff. Solid tackle, able to get him down.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give him credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Pretty good chance it's going to come down to the final possession. Which guy can step up and make plays as we head to the fourth quarter. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a second and goal. Looking for 6.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
And the offense will take over. First and 10.
Offense makes their way on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Back to pass. It's Vaughn. It's a quick grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Grab down the middle. It's Jennings. Tackled right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks. The drive stays alive with that first down completion. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Defense is coming after him. And the pass is just thrown away. Clearly intentional grounding. And here comes the penalty marker. Getting set. Here's second down. Play action fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wide out. Catch is made down the middle. They bring him down. It's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. Short pass finds the tight end.
Chris, this is somewhat of a surprise to me. These guys have been great on third down all year long. Top 25 in the country, but just not enough on this one. You got to think they wish they could get that route back to run it past the sticks.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. On the move now. Looking to scramble now. They bring him down, but not before he moves the sticks with a first down gain. Productive drive in the making, a first down at their own 42. Here comes a first down pass attempt. The pocket breaking down. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
What a day for this defense, just living in the backfield of the offense. The game looks like it's all but over at this point, and for them to disrupt this great quarterback all day has been quite an accomplishment.
That sack sets up a second down and long. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now third down coming up.
love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime, get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play, force them to throw.
And he's intercepted for the fourth time tonight. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.